Hi. We are here. Hello, everyone. I'm just wondering if anyone caught the end of Lauren's potty mouth just then. Let's hope not. Actually, I low-key hope that they did. We're here. We're ready to craft today. Oh, man. I'm
Hello, hi, how are you?
Welcome to Makers Gonna Learn YouTube channel. If you guys are new, we don't normally start out cracking up, but you know, things happen. So
Yeah.
How's everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday! We are gonna be doing, y'all. I think this is our first Halloween craft that we have done. Like, I think this is the first one of the year. Lauren's. Well,
listen,
can I
first say, today has been a day. It's been a day. It's just been a great day. So if one thing can go wrong, everything can go wrong.
Yes.
But today, this live, nothing is gonna go wrong.
No, I probably jinxed it because I was like, you know, today it's like a good, easy craft. Like, we're gonna be able to relax and just take it easy for an hour. Mm-hmm. But you know, we'll see. So anyways, welcome everybody. How's your week going? We are busy in the studio as usual. We've been crafting up a bunch of stuff today, making fall crafts.
We have been.
Halloween crafts, and today we're gonna be making a Halloween craft. This is a Dollar Tree Halloween craft, which we know that you guys love.
And it is so easy. Like, I think you all are gonna be like, oh, I can do this.
Oh, for sure.
The hardest thing with this craft, honest to goodness, is going to be finding the mop head at Dollar Tree.
Yes.
Because we had to go to a couple different Dollar Trees to find it.
And you couldn't find it online?
No, it's not online. I've linked something similar online. Just know that it is going to be more than $1.25.
Yeah. You're honestly your best bet's gonna be just to go into the Dollar Tree and see if they have it, or even the Dollar General.
Yes.
Dollar Spot, I don't know. Go to your dollar place and see if they have mop heads.
The only thing, and I'll show you here in a minute, so a lot of mop heads, like it like folds over. Mm-hmm. These have to have like a central point.
And you'll show them.
And I will show you guys what I mean.
So, Kathy says, I'm watching from bed, feeling crummy. Oh no.
Hope you get to feeling better, Kathy.
Maybe we'll give you some laughs today.
I hope so.
We're fixing to find out.
We're finna find out. If you are new to our channel and you are wondering what we are, who we are, what we do, we are Makers Gonna Learn here, and we bring you inspiration, education, and motivation to get out your die cutting machine. Excuse me. We do a lot of Cricuting stuff. We do have stuff in our membership for silhouette, brother scan and cut, things like that. But like I said, our membership, we do have a membership website where we bring you thousands of cut files and hundreds of fonts, and we are running a sale right now. Mm-hmm. You can join using code CRAFT40. And that will get you $40 off your yearly membership. Or if you're thinking, I don't want to hop in on the full year, like I'm not ready for a year, and you just want to maybe test it out for a month, we do have half off of our monthly membership as well, bringing it down to like $12 for your first month.
Muy cheap.
Very, very cheap.
Very cheap.
Love that.
Yeah, so make sure y'all use that code. Sadie dropped the link for y'all, so you can just like click the link, put in the code, and you're ready to go. And if you're on the fence, I'm hoping you like decide to hop over the fence by the time this live stream is over. So this is like on the scale of 1 to 10, how easy is this? How beginner friendly is this?
Oh, beginner friendly?
One being like the easiest.
Oh, with one being the easiest. Oh, this is a 1 or a 2.
Okay, so there you go. No excuses.
It's a 4.
Because of the hat?
Just because of the hat.
Okay, so like you could do it without the hat, but then there's like not a lot of Cricut elements in it.
Right. The hat is what covers up makes it the little ghost.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
I agree. And I'm honestly excited to see y'all make it, because like there are things that I want to make one, and I want to do a little bunting banner. it holding
There
or like a
are-
little witch broom or something.
There's so many other things that you can do with this. And what I'm going to show you here in a minute is it doesn't have to just be like, if you just like little ghosties and you want it to be a seasonal ghostie.
Yeah.
It can be a seasonal ghostie,
Yes, I love it.
So with that being said,
Should we
well,
start?
let's just go ahead and get started.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. I just about tripped. My shoes got caught on the back of that.
What shoes are those?
Those are my new ones. They're my Jordan 4s.
Does everybody know that you are a shoeaholic?
I don't know if you all know that I'm kind of like a shoeaholic, sneakerhead,
Shoe hoarder.
whatever you want to do. But I did get my new Jordans in yesterday.
Those look like
I
you're
got
about to go walk on
my
the
Jordan
moon.
4s. Whoop.
I don't know anything about it. I have a pair of Nike Air Forces in white. That's all I have.
I counted my sneakers.
Oh, you did? How
I
many do you
did.
have?
I'm only at 14 or
Only.
15.
Only.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Well,
Anyway.
love it.
Anyway, this is our super cute little ghost that we're going to be making today. I am obsessed with this. So the materials that you're going to need are very, very, very minimal. Anne says we can't see your shoes. Well, I might take them off and show you here in a little bit, but we need to get to the
Get
craft
started.
first. We need to get to the craft first. So very, very minimal. Obviously we have, and let's go ahead and go overhead. Cardstock. Let's talk about cardstock. Because, and the reason I want to talk about cardstock is because I wanted to make our little ghost hat out of glitter cardstock, because who doesn't want to make a ghost hat out of glitter cardstock? But with this, you do need to have color core cardstock at least for your hat. So we are using the Recollections brand cardstock. I'm sure you could use Ashley Falco. This is just what I grabbed, was Recollections. We go back and forth. I like the way that Recollections cut. We also really love the cardstock from Celebration Warehouse, okay? So the glitter cardstock that we are going to be using is from Celebration Warehouse. We talk about it all the time, I feel like. It is shed-free glitter cardstock. Obsessed with this. So we are using orange and gold today. Purple would be so cute for this. You could do green. You could do really anything that you wanted. But the two colors of the glitter cardstock, the color core, and I'm promised color core is going to make a difference, are the three types of cardstock that you need. And then, of course, we have our mop head. Now, what I mean by like central, I guess it's gathered at, there is a central point that all of the cotton strands are gathered. This is what I mean. So it all comes to a point here. There are some mop heads, when doing this craft, I noticed there are a lot of like cheaper mop heads that have like the sewn piece in the middle. So it's like one long strand that goes from this side to this side, but it's sewn together in the middle. The reason you need this is because it sits perfectly on top of the vase that we're going to be using. So the other thing, and I'm actually going to take my little ghostie. I did not attach the ghost to the vase for a bunch of different reasons, because it sits on there really well. And my thinking is, if you are ready to pack it up, the easiest way to pack this up, if you don't want it kept out all year round, is just to take your ghost and turn it upside down. Well, I thought it was going to fit in there. Either way, it doesn't fit in there, but take this, pack this up, and then either use this for other reasons or be able to wrap it up so that it doesn't break. So that's why I'm not attaching our ghost to this. Okay?
Kelly said that she could see this turning into Cousin It, and that is literally what I said. Like putting glasses on it and a top hat and dyeing it brownish black.
Oh my gosh.
It would be so cute.
It really would be
I'm
cute.
an Addams Family like person. So
It
I
does.
love that.
It does very much so look like Cousin It.
Yes.
But y'all, this and your hot glue gun, that is all that we need today. Speaking of hot
a
glue
light
gun,
grip mat.
huh?
You need a light grip mat?
There's one right here.
Oh, okay. We've got a plethora of mats under there, don't we?
Yep.
Oh, also, I don't know.
Like
Maybe I missed it because I was like watching the comments. Did you explain the difference between color core and non-color core? I know a lot of people already know, but
hold on. Let me get my hot glue gun plugged in here, and then we will talk about it more. So, are you kidding me? Y'all, I said there was nothing that was going to go wrong on this live, and there's not. It's not going to go wrong. It's going to go right.
Speak it into existence.
Oh, yes, it's on. And she's on.
I threw away a Lynn Lily that was broken.
Okay.
I just let you know. Yesterday I threw it away. I kept grabbing the same broken one, and I was like, I'm throwing it in the trash.
I'm throwing it away. Okay. So let's talk about the difference between white core and color core cardstock. So, and I know we probably have a lot of friends here with us that already know the difference, but we may have friends here with us that don't. And this is a very, very important piece of information to have, especially if you are going to be doing or plan on doing a bunch of paper crafting. So when you are purchasing your cardstock, a lot of times, if it doesn't specifically say that it is white core, it's probably going to be color core. But most of the times it will differentiate between the two. So we'll go overhead, and let me use the piece that was messed up because I brought both of these in here. Like there was I don't know what this is, but we're going to use this as an example. So when I rip this paper, you can see that the inside of that paper is black, meaning that once it cuts, you're going to have black around the edges. Now, there is another piece of black. Let me run out and grab it real quick.
Let me go get it.
I can go get it.
You know where it's at?
Yeah, I know exactly where it's at. Give me 2 seconds. Go over to Alicia and we'll grab this white core.
Hi. Someone is saying, Kim said your link for the Lynn Lily glue doesn't work. Oh no. Okay, I'll find another one. We also use, it's the SureBonder brand. So if you're ever looking on Amazon, look for a SureBonder. But the Lynn Lily is like the pretty one that is teal and pink that we use. They're both precision glue guns, and we love those. If you all have not been on the channel for very long, if you ever see us using a glue gun, it's a Lynn Lily most of the time. And they're cordless. They stay like charged, I guess, for 2 minutes. They're like usable for 2 minutes after you pull it off of the base, and then you can put it back on and it charges, which is really cool. But I'll fix that link so that y'all can have it.
Was it not on there?
No, it was on there. It just wasn't working. Like it was, I don't know what the deal was.
So I used it for a TikTok, so I couldn't find that sheet. But let's talk about I can use this Ashley Falco glitter cardstock to show you the difference. So we'll go back overhead. So you see how this has black in the inside? Now, this piece of paper, this cardstock, when I rip it, you see how that's white on the inside? And do y'all see how that would make such a big difference when it comes to creating your paper projects, especially if you are using dark colors? You're going to be able to see the white when the Cricut cuts versus seeing black on the edges. So this is the difference between color core cardstock here and then white core cardstock here. Now, let's talk about the reason they make these two different types of cardstock. Mainly because white core, from my understanding, is, it gets lost on the, please place the torn paper on the white tabletop.
Oh, maybe it was getting lost behind the
maybe
other
like black. Is that easier? Is that easier to see the difference? There's the black color core, and then there's a white color core with the black.
And most of the time, if it's got that white backer, it's going to be white core.
Oh, yeah. And this one does have a white backer. There was a piece that was like black on both sides, but
and then
still was white core.
Yeah.
White core is sometimes cheaper to purchase. So if you're not going to be cutting it, then it's perfect to use. There's some different reasons why you might want white core over color core, but 9 times out of 10, we're gonna go for color core cardstock versus white core.
Yeah.
Just us here.
Right. It's just, you can use it for more stuff. You don't have to worry about
Yes.
the middle of it showing.
Yes. So the first thing with this project that we are going to do is I'm going to show you the difference between the mop head not unraveled and then the mop head unraveled over the vase, okay? Because when I was creating this, at first I was not going to unravel the mop head, but then I realized that it just didn't get as full. So let's put this guy that I just got out of the package, we're gonna flip it over here. Make sure that all of these strands kind of are where they need to go, or at least good enough. And then I'm just gonna flip it with the black over top of the vase and kind of move it around. And I mean, technically, you all could do that. Like, I can't hold it up as easily.
Like, you could just leave it that way.
You could leave it that way. Just know that it doesn't look as full, and there are places where it kind of shows the vase underneath, but know that if you wanted to, you could leave it this way. Kathy, we got our mop head at the Dollar Tree. This is actually a Dollar Tree craft. So we got it at the Dollar Tree. Now let's look at the difference between the unraveled mop head, okay?
Can you put lights in that? Do you think it would be cute to put lights in your vase?
I think it would be so cute to put lights in the vase.
It peeks through a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
So kind of moving this around. Now you all can see, like, it legit covers everything.
That's what my hair looks like when I brush it out.
It covers everything.
It's like running a brush through curls.
Yes. And I just think it gives it such a, I don't know, just a more fuller effect. I personally like it better, but that is going to be up to you. So when it comes to unraveling, I'm going to show you, Kelly says you could put some white sand in the vase. You can do that. That's fine too. It's whatever you want. I'm going to show you how easy it is to unravel. So I'm going to unravel a couple strands, and then I'm going to pass it over to Alicia, and I'm going to let her finish the unraveling process while we move on to making our hat. So all I didn't use a brush because I didn't want it to get everywhere. I just came in here and just literally unraveled each strand with my fingers, just pulling them apart. You don't have to pull every single strand apart. Honestly, pulling them apart just two at a time is gonna be enough. Like, it's gonna unravel it enough to where it gets fluffy. So just grabbing each strand, pulling it apart once I have it unraveled, pushing it to the top, and going. So with my fingers, 2 and 2, pulling them apart, and just on down the line. And like I said, you can unravel it more or less. You can do a few, leave a few together. But we are just using our fingers and separating, okay? So I guess unraveled may not have been the proper term. I guess separating each of these cotton strands. If you all were around when we did the interchangeable garland last year,
with the bats?
With the bats and the leaves.
Yes.
This is very similar, except then I used a brush because I wanted it to look more like a tassel. So I did want to, I wanted to brush it out and make it look, I guess, more straight. I kind of like it because it looks like curly hair. Like, it does very much so remind me of Cousin It.
Yeah.
So just taking your fingers and separating these cotton strands is really the best way to do this.
Would you like me to finish it for you?
Sure. Hold on, let me finish this one. Does anybody have any questions about that? And you can see the difference between this side that is unraveled or whatever, and then this side that is not.
Very much different.
Pass this over here.
Okay.
And now, what we are going to do, and what I said about it being like a little a little, like, I just think it's too cute. Like, if you wanted to make it like a little seasonal guy, like you could make a little Santa hat and put a Santa hat on him.
Oh, that's a good
Or
idea.
do a leprechaun hat.
Bunny ears.
Bunny ears. There's so many different things you can do.
Give him a bow and arrow for Cupid.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Okay.
For all us spooky girls.
For all the spooky girlies.
And boys.
Oh, no.
What?
Update required.
Heck.
So, while we are waiting on this to update, let's talk about this update, y'all. I know that everybody has been talking about it. I feel like I saw a lot of people in the Facebook group. Excuse me. I saw a lot of people on the Facebook group talk about it. Last night, there is the new make sticker function.
Yes.
In Design Space. That gives you the perfect kiss cut, or they say gives you the perfect kiss cut stickers. And then we had everyone say, but it's only for Access users.
Darn.
And you are correct. That feature is going to be only for Access users. But, y'all, there is a way we can do this. There is a way that you can do this, not have to have access. We've already talked about it. We're going to be doing a video teaching you all how to make kiss cut stickers and not have to have Cricut access.
Yeah, you don't need all that. That's just like an extra feature.
Yes.
They're trying to give you FOMO.
It's just, they are trying their best to make you have that feeling of that you're missing out, FOMO. You're not missing out. There are still ways you can do this. Do not fret. There will be a video coming out very, very soon. As soon as we can get it out, teaching you all how to do this without Cricut access, okay? So,
oh, also,
fret.
Sin messaged me last night on Slack, and she was like, the reason the hex code color picker was working on some and wasn't on others was the web browser. Like, it was, if you're using Chrome, it would or wouldn't, and then if you were using Safari, it would or wouldn't.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Safari is a no, because that's what I normally use.
Okay, yes.
And we use Google Chrome here.
And you know, because I was saying I was using my computer and I use Safari on my computer.
Yes.
And I was like, why is it not there? So if you have Safari and you're in Canva trying to use the color picker, like from yesterday's live, it won't show up. So download Chrome and just use Chrome for Canva purposes.
Download Chrome.
So there you go. There's the answer to that. I'm glad Sin figured it out because I was like perplexed.
I know. Okay. So, hold up. I got to grab my little other eye here. We're fixing to go, number one, we're fixing to go to our website real quick, and then I'm going to show you what you need to download. Tina, we did a brief training yesterday on Canva, and that is what we were talking about. It was like a color picker for Canva, works on Chrome and not on Safari.
But we couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
But we did.
You can go back and rewatch that. So here you can see we have the pieces to our witch hat and our little ghost face. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to get this all in here. You're gonna start out on the Maker's Gonna Learn website. Lorraine says Chrome is better for everything. Honestly, I'm learning that. I normally use Safari just because it's just the general what Macs come with. But I'm slowly learning that Safari is better, or Chrome is actually better. I use
Firefox, so I guess it doesn't work on Firefox. I know people be judging me for using Firefox. At least it's not Internet Explorer.
At least it's not Internet Explorer. Okay, so once you go to the Maker's Gonna Learn website, we are going to type in, you go to your cut files, you can type in witch hat. This is the witch hat that we're going to be using. It says 3D witch hat, okay? We are going to download that. You can download that by clicking on there or clicking on the little arrow pointing down. Once you download it, it will either pull up down here on the bottom left-hand corner or it will be up here in the top right We're gonna double click that, make sure that it unzips, open up that folder, and now here you have the SVG. Now, because this is a 3D cut file, you are only going to have the SVG of this, okay? There is no print and cut feature. It's a cut function, okay? So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna hop back over to Design Space. We'll just go ahead and we'll hide all of this. Well, I thought they were all attached.
Did you keep some of these in two first, or are they all individually unraveled?
No, I kept, there's some of them in
two
first, but then some of them are individually. It just, whatever you feel like.
Whatever looks good.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. Unraveling that mop head, to me, was very, like, therapeutic. It was like just a mindless task, something to do at the end of the day while you're watching TV, whatever. But just know, like, it's something, it takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Design Space. What we're gonna do after we have unzipped the 3D witch hat file, we're gonna click upload. We are going to upload image. Now here you can either browse or you can drag and drop. Drag and drop is my favorite. So we're gonna come back over here to the Finder. We're gonna get rid of this guy, pull this over here, and I'm going to click and drag this into Design Space. Here it is a cut image. We're gonna go to upload.
Little ghosty hair salon over here.
Getting it fixed.
Getting it fixed,
Taking those braids out. And then we're just waiting on Design Space at this point. Kelly says a lot like needlework. Yes, absolutely. So from there, once it has uploaded, we are going to make sure it is selected, add that to Canvas. And y'all, this should come in perfectly sized for this project, okay? Really and truly, you shouldn't have to worry about it. It should come in already sized.
Then that goes for most 3D paper projects.
Yes.
They should come in the size that they need to be.
Yeah, so we're going to just ungroup this real quick because it is all grouped together. And I'm going to get rid of this middle part because we don't need this. That's gone. We don't need that, okay? So you can see this is what's gonna be folded up. Actually, I just lied. We did need that. We're gonna go back. We do need this guy. We do need this guy because April, the name of the file is 3D Witch Hat. What we're gonna do, we're not gonna get rid of this basic cut because we need him. We need him. We're gonna come up here to the top right, left, top left corner where it says operation. Change it from a basic cut to a score function, okay? So basic cut to score. So these are all together. We're going to come down here and attach those to make sure that our score and this basic cut is together, okay? And we also need to make sure that these are attached as well. There is a line right here that you can't see that will fold in the edge of this hat. So we're just gonna make sure it actually is a basic cut. We're gonna change it from a basic cut to a score as well. And then make sure they are attached. Okay, does anyone have any questions? I feel like I kind of went through that really fast.
It's like snowing over here.
I know, it's like I can feel pieces of that cotton and I just like want to sneeze.
Mm-hmm. I can feel it on my nose.
So there are two pieces in here that we need to change. Let's go back and let's do this again because I want to make sure everybody's on the same page, okay? So we're gonna go back to upload. We've uploaded this. We're gonna add it to Canvas. First thing you are going to do, number one, this is important. This line basic cut and this circle basic cut, okay? Line and circle need to be changed from basic cut to score, So now we have 2 score lines. Okay. Now we're going to make sure that this, clicking right here, attached. Whoa, I didn't need to attach all of that. Why did it do that? Oh, because I hadn't ungrouped it. We're going to ungroup. We're going to make sure that this is attached. And then we're also going to make sure this with our score line is attached as well. Okay? Are we now all on the same page?
I think so.
Perfect. Perfect.
Tina wants to know if you can make it bigger and cut it out for like little kids and stuff.
Absolutely.
Do some felt?
Absolutely.
That'd
What
be
you
cute.
could do, what I would probably do is take this right here. I think, actually, let me measure and I'll tell you exactly how you can do this. So the score line is 3 inches, which if you look at our completed project is going to be how large our inner, like how large this is on the inside. It's like 3 inches and 3.09 inches, which is pretty much what this is measuring. So how you would do that if you were going to enlarge it is when you pull it in, you need to make sure it all stays grouped together and this whole thing needs to be enlarged together to the point where, so if you were making it for someone's head, 3 inches, I would say it would need to at least be 8. But I guess
It's going to be getting it close because, like, how big can you cut that big old black piece on the right side there? Like, I'm wondering how big, if it would fit on the mat, if you scaled that up to fit an 8-inch head. And that's if their head's only 8 inches.
Well, it's just that this part is 8 inches across.
Right.
Which would make this part quite a bit bigger. I don't know.
It might be good to even add this to like a headband. Like if you wanted a little witch hat for somebody,
yes,
keep it the same size and like glue it to a headband and they can have like a little baby witch hat. I feel like that would be cute too, you know?
Yeah, so you do have to have this entire, when it's grouped together, you have to size it all together. But yeah, you could make it bigger or smaller. This one is just perfectly already sized for this project. But absolutely, you can make it whatever you want. Okay? So once we have our score lines attached with this basic cut, like I said, this is already pre-measured. We're almost ready to go. I'm gonna delete these guys out and show you how I made them because, y'all, it's super hard. Super hard to make the eyes and the mouth.
This is the hardest part, everybody.
The hardest part, we're gonna grab an oval. We're gonna bring it over here. We're gonna rotate it 90 degrees and then we're gonna duplicate it. And then we're gonna bring it over here and set it beside the little thing. And we have our eyes. Now we're gonna come back over here to shapes. We're gonna grab a circle and we're gonna put our circle right down below our eyes.
Aww.
And then we're gonna grab them all and just size them down to fit on the face.
Do you wanna know, all week, me and Ruby have been practicing drawing ghosts.
Really?
Yes, and she'll say, ghost. She'll put her blanket over her head and she'll say, ghost, like spooky. And she has like one of those magnetic drawing boards. And so she likes me to draw the squiggly line on the bottom. And then I say up and around. And then I'll say, okay, do the eyes and mouth. And she'll say eyes and mouth. And she'll draw the little eyes and mouth on it. It's so cute. I mean, it's not good. It's terrible. But it's so cute. But it's cute. Yeah.
Okay. So now we're ready to cut. Like, we're ready to go. One thing I am gonna do, I'm gonna change the color of these because basic shapes come in with like this dark gray color, but I'm gonna change it to black so that they are the same, cut out on the same page as our actual hat. So now we are just ready to click make it.
I need to really...
And you can see that these must have been, okay, this is what Cricut likes to do. Cricut likes to separate these on different mats. We don't need that. We don't need that in our life. We're ready to save some money. Save some money. What the F says, eyes too complicated. Please explain again.
That's hilarious.
I love it. So we're gonna move the object. Let's go back. Let's talk about this again. You're gonna go to either mat 2 or mat 3. We're gonna click on the 3 little dots in the top left corner. We're going to select Move Object, and we're gonna move it to mat 1, okay? Because y'all, I promise you it's gonna fit. And we're actually gonna move the eyes down inside this little guy right here because I promise it fits. And we might even rotate this way and pull this down. And then we're gonna go to mat 2. We're gonna click the 3 dots again. We're gonna move object and move it to mat 1 and then put it up here. We're gonna rotate this guy a little bit more this way. And look, Cricut tried to tell me that we couldn't fit it on one piece of paper. Cricut is wrong.
Listen,
I could put 2 more faces on here.
Cricut tries to tell us what to do all the time, and we tell Cricut what to do around here.
We're
the boss.
We're the boss. Cricut's not the boss. I mean,
That's
you
right.
can really move this wherever. You can I could cut 3 more things on this piece of paper. We ain't wasting stuff around here.
Not today.
Not today. So, once we have moved our objects around, I'm gonna move Herman over here.
Herman?
Yep, Herman the Munster.
I didn't know that he had a name.
He just got one.
Okay.
He just got
Can I
one.
name this one?
Yeah.
I'll be thinking about it. I'm still brushing her hair. I got a better technique going now.
That mat is a little not sticky. So we're gonna grab this one and see if it's how sticky it is.
I wasted the first 10 minutes doing this terribly. And now I have a really good technique. I'm going fast.
Okay.
Quick like a puma.
Y'all don't come for me. I'm fixing to use this strong grip mat.
It's well loved.
It is a very well-loved strong grip mat, and this is a very well-loved light grip mat. Like, it's not even sticking to my hand.
We measure stickiness of our mats with our heart sometimes.
And our hand.
And our hands.
With our heart in our hands. So I'm just gonna add our black paper to this mat. I highly suggest you using a light grip or a standard grip, not a strong grip unless it's a well-loved strong grip. And then we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna move our blades out of the way and move my Red Bull because I need that for later. And then we are just going to load this guy into our Cricut.
Load her up.
Continue.
So since you guys are here, are you already putting out your Halloween decorations or just me? I already put out, I'm doing one room at a time because my doctor told me to chill out because my blood pressure is so high. And so normally I like get everything out, like get all my Halloween stuff, but I've been doing one room at a time. So I have my bathroom has some stuff in it, and then my living room, like entertainment center I've decorated. Next is my kitchen, so.
Oh, by the way, we are using a, that thing.
Scoring stylus.
Thank you. Words are hard. We are using a scoring stylus. You can use a scoring stylus if you have a Maker or an Explorer. I personally like using a scoring stylus over a scoring wheel just because I don't have to change it out. Like, I can just pop it in clamp B instead of changing out clamp A. Sin says in Canada, Thanksgiving comes before Halloween, so they do that first.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I forget that. I feel like I knew that last year because you were like celebrating Thanksgiving, and I just wasn't paying attention, I guess.
I am. Poor Herman has no say as to where he gets moved to. No. Around here, girls rule, boys rule.
I saw somebody saying, I think it was Ann. She was like telling somebody to put their ghost on a Roomba.
That
and
would
like
be cute.
let them just go around the house.
Yep.
Like those little witch brooms that they sell at like Cracker Barrel and stuff.
Yes.
Those are so
Okay.
cute.
Now it's cut. Look at this. So easy. And all we have to do, I'm turning this over. Now you all can see how well loved this strong grip mat is. Like, it's so loved. And we're just going to take off our little eyes
I'm progressively feeling more pressure.
Why?
Because you're getting closer to being done and I'm not done taking your braids out.
Oh, no, no, no.
Okay.
No, we still have to assemble. We've just cut the witch hat. We still have 2 more pieces of cardstock to cut, plus we have to assemble it.
Okay.
Plus we have to assemble it.
Okay.
Okay. Now we are going to cut the gold buckle. So we're just laying this on our mat. I honestly don't 100% know. Like, it's so hard because I don't know, like, for those that don't know, me and my mom live together. It's a very long story. We're cutting this on glitter cardstock. I cut this one on medium cardstock. So we're just gonna browse all material and go to glitter cardstock.
Glitter?
Glitter. So anyway, just a little, I don't feel like I talk about this a lot. But anyway, my mom is a very Christmas oriented person.
Very.
I mean, like, insane.
She goes
in
hard.
the membrane.
Yeah, very.
And I would go all out for Halloween and fall and just kind of have like little Christmas stuff, like have nice Christmas stuff, but not as like over the top.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I love fall. I don't know. My fall stuff goes up like at the end of August, first week of September usually. And then I take it down right after Halloween. And then my Christmas stays up till New Year's. Like I have to keep my Christmas to New Year's. But I'm definitely more of a fall Halloween person.
Yes, Sin, we have a multi-generational home, I guess you could say that. It wasn't intentional. But I mean, I love being with my mom. It was one of those things after my divorce, me and my dad were going to renovate. That was going to be mine and my dad's project. We were going to renovate a house together and find a fixer-up or whatever. And then my dad passed away the same day that my divorce was final. I don't tell a lot of people that, but here I am telling the internet.
Did you talked about it a little bit on your podcast too?
I did talk about it a little bit on the podcast.
Yeah.
So anyway, me and my mom and Asher, we live together. So yeah. We are using 80-pound, this is a medium, did I say that? Somebody asked what weight cardstock.
I didn't hear you say that, but
we are using a medium weight 80-pound cardstock. So, once again, cutting this on glitter cardstock. Just regular pressure. And this is going to be the band of the hat.
I'm going to need a lint roller for show.
For show, for show.
For show.
For show, for show.
Kelly decorates heavy for Halloween. I love it.
If it was up to me, it would be, oh yeah.
Do y'all go outside with your decorations? Like, do you do Halloween outside? Oh, well, y'all probably don't do a lot since you go so hard for Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Well, I say it's 80-pound. It's just the Recollections brand. It might be 65. I don't even know.
I don't know.
I always just cut it on medium cardstock.
I know. I pretty much, like, medium cardstock is my go-to cut setting. Unless it feels, like, exceptionally thick.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut it on medium.
Yeah. You know what, Tina? God does work things out for good. If I really was, if you all are curious, you can go back and watch the podcast episode. There were a lot of things that God was working at that time in my life.
It's a good episode.
There were a lot of things that were moving and shaking that I didn't know. We didn't know what was going on. So yeah, God does work. His timing is always perfect. Okay. So now we are going to assemble we don't need this guy. We're going to assemble our little hat. So we have 3 main pieces of the actual hat, and then this is like our little accessories. We'll call the glitter our accessories. So we have 3 main pieces of our hat. We have 2 pieces that are scored, and I know you all can't see this, but there is a piece here that when you bend it, that we scored, that needs to be bent in, and this is gonna be the little tabby. I say tabby, like a tabby cat, the little tab.
Little tab.
It's like me calling it a little ghosty, a little tabby. The tab that we're going to roll and we'll glue this side onto. So we're just gonna kind of fold this in, okay? Louise, the podcast, if you just go on our channel, I think we have, do we have the podcast like an actual?
Like a podcast channel on our channel.
If you go to Maker's Gonna Learn, at the top, there will be like videos, whatever.
It'll say playlists.
There's a podcast playlist that kind of does a little, we have backstories, like all of our backstories kind of thing is on there.
Yeah, me and Sadie, even Tabitha, our email marketing. Courtney and Tanner's is kind of on there.
Yeah.
Tanner's is really, me and Lauren interviewed Tanner for his.
We did.
And it was fun.
Yes. So now we're also, this is scored, so these little tabs get bent up as well. You can see here. So we're going to bend all of these up.
We're almost done with her hair.
The podcast was one of those things we absolutely loved doing the podcast, but we weren't like,
it wasn't received the way that we intended.
It wasn't received as much as I don't think, we loved it. We haven't been doing episodes though.
We put a lot of work into the podcast room.
So much work into the podcast room. It just wasn't being as well received, I guess. Yeah. Or it was, people were liking it. I'm not saying people didn't like it.
Our views on the videos were just like not it.
Yeah.
They were just not coming in, and so we redirected.
Yeah. So now that we have this there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull, so there's not like, you don't need to bend. So this part, this was kind of hard for me to assemble. Not hard, but it's just like different. So you're just going to fold this here, and then we'll glue it down, and then after we glue it down, we'll kind of shape it the way we want it. So you want it to look like a cone. So we've got our hot glue gun here. We're going to, come on there, yeah. Add this in. Got to work fast with hot glue. And then line that up. And seal her down. Now, after I did that, I kind of like to, because it does kind of leave a little bit of a point in the back, just kind of bend it down just a little bit so that it kind of rounds it out a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Okay.
Got some, missed a few underneath, but I'm almost there.
Jen says, surprised you didn't use the ATG gun on this. You definitely can use the ATG gun on this. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know why I didn't use the ATG gun.
Our hot glue guns stay on our desk, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
I feel like you can just reach for it.
Now, one thing that I did notice is that this, when I went to assemble on the bottom here, like assemble it to the bottom, it's like it doesn't sit right. So one thing that I did do, and this is gonna be a personal preference, but I'm just telling you what I did to make it fit, is I just came in with some scissors and just kind of cut this little end right there. See how it kind of makes it more straight right there? That way, when I come to glue it on here, it sits more straight. Can they see that? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna put hot glue on all of these because we're working our way around. I'm actually just gonna put hot glue on these, place it down and hold those, and then I'll come back in and add on the inside and fold these up, okay? So now what I'm gonna do, just adding a little bit of hot glue here, adding this, and then making sure they get glued down and stay on the inside here, okay? And now what you can do is you can just take your hot glue here and add just like a line right through there and glue these down a few at a time. Ugh. I don't know if y'all are dealing with fruit flies this time of year like we are, but they are literally about to get on my nerves. So bad. So bad.
I thought you might have been trying to avoid the fluff that is all over me right now. I have it like in my mouth and everywhere.
So now I'm just adding a little bit more hot glue here. Gluing those little tabs down, and then we have one more section left. Hold on, I did see a question that I think I want to address, but let me glue this down first.
Holly asked, can you use any type of cardstock for paper crafts, or is there ones for different products, like if I want to make flowers? It depends on the type of flower you're making.
Yeah.
Because then, like, if you're making crepe paper flowers, you're going to need crepe paper. If you're making, like, I don't know. It depends on the flower, really, that you're making.
Yeah. Okay. So, the next, you do have this circle here. Now, this circle is made to go on the bottom here, like this. I'm assuming if you do have like white core cardstock, or if we did use the glitter cardstock, that would be glued on the bottom. Something that would be super, super cute is if we, and actually, I might go back and recut that.
Recut which part?
This part, and do like a little bit of like a peekaboo orange glitter on the bottom.
Oh yeah, we talked about doing that.
I did talk about doing that. Why didn't I do that? Okay. We're gonna go back. We're gonna be done. Anne says, couldn't you just put glue on all the tabs and then attach? Wouldn't it be easier? If you are not using hot glue, yes, it is. We also, let me just say, we love the Eileen's tacky glue. It just takes it a minute to like attach, and with us being on the live, we need it to dry faster. So really and truly, if I'm doing a paper craft and I am trying to be as precise and I want it perfect, I personally am going to grab Eileen's tacky glue. The pen specifically is probably my favorite, or the Zig pen two-way glue. You could have used either one of those on this. I was just trying to get through this pretty fast, so that's why I grabbed the hot glue. Y'all, there's all kinds of different adhesives that you can use for this. We could have pulled out the ATG gun. We could have used the Zig two-way pen. We could have used the Eileen's tacky glue, the little precision tip pen. We could have done so many different things, okay?
I'm lint rolling myself if you hear anything weird over here.
This is just what I grabbed. So use what you have. You don't have to use hot glue for paper crafts. There are lots of different ways you can go around this, okay? We've had people, reptile glue is quick. Connect glue is also a great glue. Barely Precise glue. All of those are gonna work great, okay? So really, whatever you have handy, what you find works best for you, use that, because I promise it's gonna be great, okay? Yes, Kristen, so many glues, so many options, there really are. Really, really are. Okay, so I want to add a little bit of a pop to the bottom of our hat that I meant to do before. So I'm gonna change the color of this to this golden color, because I'm going to cut it out of the orange cardstock. Actually, I'm going to change it to the purple because that's the same color that cut. So you can have the bottom of your witch hat and the band of your witch hat be the same, okay? So we're going to go back to make it. I'm going to go to my purple mat and I'm going to hide selected for now. And then I'm going to come back down here. I'm going to grab my mat and my orange. We're going to put it back on here. Make sure that it fits where it needs to go. So we are, actually let's turn it around so I know that it fits. Let's move this to the 8. I think that will fit. That looks like it'll fit. Well, let's just check if it'll fit. Yes, it'll fit. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It would not have fit there. It will fit there. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go to continue. We're gonna cut this on our Explorer, on glitter cardstock. We're gonna send it to our Cricut. I really wish we had some purple cardstock.
Glitter, yes.
Lisa said a fruit fly just landed on her monitor as I was swatting away the fruit flies.
They everywhere.
They know. They so know.
They're literally all over. They're at my house, and I got those little, like, light up, zappy, that you, like, plug into your wall, and it's supposed to attract the gnats. And I have been on a mission to get these gnats. At the end of my pregnancies, I get very OCD.
Yes.
Like, I mean, it could be, like, nesting or whatever, but I just get so OCD, and the gnats drive me up the wall. They drive me crazy. And they're so bad at this time of year, especially. So I put those things in. They work okay. They work pretty good.
Okay, so now we have our little orange, and we're gonna put it right here on the underside to give it a little bit of a pop. That's gonna be so cute.
I love it.
Love it. So now, let's see, do we have any other glues here to show them we can use whatever glues we want?
Maybe. I'll grab the ATG though.
There you go.
Just in case.
Grab the ATG while we're working on that.
Okay.
While she's grabbing that, I am going to show you how to put your little buckle on your thing. So what you're gonna do, okay, no, I guess it has to go this way. I guess it has to. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take the band that's gonna go around your hat, you're gonna come up through one side of the buckle and then through the other side, and we're just going to move it to the center here, like this, okay? And I do this so that I know where to attach it. So once you've done that, I like to put the seam of my hat in the back, and then you're just going to lay this around and attach it together. And it is a little bit tricky. Now, really and truly, you can attach it and put it on there. It doesn't have to be attached all the way around. So we know it goes there. Actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm going to attach it here first, and then we'll slip it on and glue it down, okay? So I'm gonna add my hot glue to the side. We're going to attach it here and then slip it on our hat, and then we will glue the sides down from there.
Perfect. Now, if you all were not here at the beginning of the show, we were letting everybody know that we are running a special on our membership. So if you're not a member and you're like, I want to make this cute ghost and I need the file for the hat, these are available to our members. So typically when we do a live stream, you'll see us using different files for the Cricut and stuff. All of those come off of the Makers Gonna Learn website. So if you're wanting to join, we have dropped a link for you, and we are doing $40 off of our yearly membership, which is great. You just have to use the code CRAFT40 whenever you check out, and it's linked in the description as well as the chat box. So just want to let y'all know if you were new and you were wondering.
So do as I say, not as I do. I said I like to have the seam in the back and I put it on the side because I wasn't paying attention. Somebody asked us, could you attach it before gluing the cone part of the hat together? I don't think that I would, just because, actually, look, I did that and I can even move that around because I didn't attach that down. Look at me being smart. Sometimes I surprise myself. I don't attach it before gluing the cone part together because I just like having the band, slip it on and then attach it from there. So now what we're gonna do is we grabbed our ATG. See, the ATG sometimes gives me an actual fit, which is why I think that I don't tend to grab it first. So I'm just gonna be adding some ATG here. This is what I'm talking about. It's doing it again.
What's it doing?
It's like the adhesive. It's like I don't flick the wrist the right way.
Got to flick of the wrist.
I don't flick my wrist properly.
I love the ATG, but when I was using it at the very beginning, I did not want to use it ever. I was like, no, and I didn't want to refill it ever. I had to learn how to do that. That's not the best time. It's like an acquired skill, I feel like.
Okay, so now we have our little hat.
Yay!
Look at that, how toot.
That is very
So
cute.
you can either have the peekaboo color underneath or you can do it black underneath. It's gonna be totally up to you and what you want to do, but that's what it looks like peekaboo. That's what it looks like from the front. Okay?
Love it.
Ba-doop, ba-doop. So now, what I like to do, Herman, you're gonna have to just take a chill on the vase because we only have one vase. We only have one. So after you have unraveled, thank you, Alicia, for doing that.
Alicia's Beauty Salon.
Alicia's Beauty Salon. So what I like to do, whew, I wish y'all could see the cotton
It's everywhere.
cotton particles floating everywhere. So what I like to do, flip it over this way, and then from there, we're just gonna kind of put it on the top. Now, if you want to attach it, you can. Like, just know that you can. I just think it would just be so much easier because this is gonna be a shelf sitter anyway. I just think it would be so much easier to leave it unattached. That way you can get 2 uses out of the vase. Like you can actually, because this vase is not a bad looking vase and it also came from Dollar Tree. It is linked below. So, I mean, you can put fresh flowers in this in spring if you didn't want to have the ghost. Like there's just so many different things you can use it. But if it's attached,
You can't take it off?
you can't take it off. Like
Yeah.
it's not usable anymore. So I have found we've not had any issue with like the ghost coming off. So just sitting it on top has been perfect for us. And I think it just allows you to get multiple uses out of the different things.
And someone was asking about using them in a library where there's kids, and I recommended like a wooden candle votive.
Yes.
Like that has the base, even they're like skinny, but they have the base. And so then if it does get knocked over, it's not going to break because I can just see my kid. Like,
And I was actually
throwing that
looking, I thought we had like a wooden base somewhere, like anything that's smaller. It doesn't have to be glass. But Ann says happy hour glass. That's my size happy hour glass. You better believe it. That is a Lauren happy hour glass. But anything, I've seen people use like styrofoam. Like if you use like a styrofoam ball or something styrofoam under, I probably would attach it just because it's not going to have as sturdy of a base. But like if you have kids or you have grandkids and you don't want to, it's going to be closer to where they're going to be touching it and not like on a shelf or on the mantle or something else. Yes, then you could not use the vase, but that's going to be up to you. So now to attach the eyes and the mouth, all we're going to do, and y'all, I may have to do it on this side where I can see it and then turn it around to you. I'm just putting a little bit of hot glue and like attaching it to 1 or 2 of these strands. That way, somebody said you could make a Santa out of it after Halloween. You could use the mop as his beard. That would be cute. Like just using a little bit of hot glue and attaching it to like 1 or 2 pieces will allow you to take it off and do whatever you want to with the mop afterwards. So we'll go overhead. We're just using just a little bit of hot glue. I don't know if you all can see this. I'm just gonna attach it here just to 1 or 2 strands. Grabbing my next one. A little bit of hot glue. It doesn't take a lot for this. Attaching that other eye right next to it, and then our little mouth. I should have made this one with the smiley face mouth.
I like the spooky mouth. It's cute.
And then we'll go back to the front. And there's his little mouth, and then our little peekaboo hat. Once again, if you want to attach it, you can, but y'all, it just sits on there perfect to where you don't even have to attach it.
I love it.
And then you're done.
She's cute.
So cute.
Fashionista. Oh my gosh, I love her. I think we should name her Boo.
Like
Boo.
Boo.
Boo. She's cute. She's like a fashion girl because she has her accent color under her hat. I love it. So does anybody have questions? I feel like that was relatively easy and we had lots of good questions throughout the live, which was awesome.
Yes.
So if you all have any more questions, make sure to drop them in the comments. I don't think that we have a 3D Santa hat. We have lots of Christmas files though.
If we don't have a 3D Santa hat, we may be getting, we'll see if we can get one.
Or something along those lines. Now I'm like, maybe I should go look on our website and see. Fairy lights would be very cute in this.
Yes, fairy lights would be so stinking cute. I couldn't even take it.
I'm going to put 3D Santa hat just really quick on our website and see if we can pop something up. We have lots of 3D
purse,
stuff.
3D pumpkin.
There's a 3D Santa chimney. You could always like do a print and cut Santa hat situation, but
in a way I feel like we kind of need one.
I know, now I'm like, what other 3D hats do we need?
Like if we had, which I don't know, because normally the Santa hats like kind of go to the side. You know what I mean? Like they flop to the side.
And they're like curvy.
Curved like this way.
You could do it like, have it this way, like have a piece, and you would have to sandwich a strip of paper in between. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm like, in my brain, I'm thinking it would be so cute to do like a 3D Santa hat out of paper with like a cotton ball on the end of it. And then like even tear the cotton balls apart for like the bottom part of the white.
That would be so cute. Okay, we're gonna have to do that for sure.
We'll get on that for you guys. We will get on that.
If Holly,
Mary's saying a gnome hat and said a pilgrim hat.
Yeah, I love that. Holly's asking if there's a place to order a bunch of different colored cardstock. If you're wanting to order like a bulk pack, you can order Recollections from Michael's, Amazon. But
Celebration Warehouse.
Celebration Warehouse is our favorite cardstock. You can order, I think she has variety packs on there.
Yeah.
And you can get the glitter and stuff. That's the shed-proof glitter that we use all the time. So, okay. You could totally make these out of felt.
Oh, yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would be very cute out of felt, actually.
Yeah, you don't have to use paper. This one would be, now this one specifically, I think if you got the stiff felt, it would stand up fine.
Yeah.
It would stand, but the Santa hat would be really good out of felt because you could manipulate it.
Right. Someone asked if you sprayed it with polyurethane, could you put it outside? I would not recommend.
I would not recommend.
This is an inside decor craft.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we will see you all. I'm trying to think. Our next live is just next Tuesday. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll be here next Tuesday, Eastern Standard Time. So we will see y'all then. All right.
Sounds great.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye, guys.